Hi there everyone and welcome to this review of the Transformers Platinum Edition Decepticon Predaking. Now this guy was originally released in 1986 in both versions of all plastic and plastic with some die-cast parts. Then they were reissued in the early 2000s, and then now we're getting this version which is from the Transformers Platinum Edition line. Now the reissue that came out not too long ago, just like this one, has gold instead of yellow, so every yellow part is now gold. But before we take a look at the figure, let's just take a quick look at the box. So as you can see there, it says the name. It's pretty damn nice artwork on here, pretty good, and in small writing just there you might be able to see that fantasy situation, because everyone fantasizes about Predaking attacking them. So as you can see on the side of the box, 10 of 30, collect them all, because it's part of the 30th anniversary line of figures by Hasbro. And then on the back here you can see all the different figures. So you can see Rampage, Divebomb, Razorclaw. If I bring it down you can see Headstrong, and then it says Torox. His name is actually Tantrum. Torox is actually the Italian version of the name. And then we have the technical data. And then up here, as you can see, is the bio for Predaking, so if you want to read that, go ahead and pause it now. And this picture here is how I'm going to be displaying him in this review. Basically what it comes with, if I just bring this to the back, is these stickers. So if I just get everything out of this little wrapper here, you get a decal sheet showing you where everything goes on everyone. As you can see, there's not a massive amount of them, but there are some for every one of them. So we got the two chrome ones are for Tantrum and Headstrong, and then we have the gold ones for the other three. The names are in Japanese writing, but you can quite easily figure out who they are. I mean, you can see here, these are the wing bits, so it's obviously Divebomb. You can see here you've got the parts for the chest shield on Razorclaw's mane there, and then obviously that leaves the other one out, being Rampage. And then the other two, not quite as easy. I'm pretty sure though that these red bits go onto Headstrong, so that leaves that being for Torox or Tantrum. So I'm not going to be putting them on in this review. I will put them on eventually, but basically there are already some pre-installed, I guess you could say, or pre-assembled, whatever, pre-stuck stickers. As you can see, these here, there's some on Razorclaw. Well, there's some on every single one of them. There's some Decepticon logos already on them and stuff like that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it you with the stickers that are already on there, so that you can get a good idea of what it's going to look like out the box. So I think it'll give you a good idea as to whether you actually want to put the stickers on or not. So I'm going to move those to the side, and it also comes with a pretty hefty instruction manual. I'm only going to open it a little bit, but every page has one of the individual Predacons, and then there's this last page for Predaking. So as you can see, if I turn it around, here we have Torox or Tantrum, and it'll show you their robot to beast, and then it just says if you want to do it the other way, just do it in reverse. And then it has leg to robot, because it does come in the box as Predaking. And then you also get included the bag of bits. So you get a couple of guns for each of them, except for Razorclaw because he has the big gun, and then you have a sword for each of them. And then also included is, if I just take it off Predaking right here, the big gun, the X-ray laser, and then you get a repainted Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Optimus Prime sword. So it's repainted into gold. Now if I just go into this bag of bits here and get out the original actual Predaking sword, which is Razorclaw's sword, as you can see it's a bit bigger. So close up then with the two swords, you can see it is a hair bigger, and it's also slightly different gold. It's like a a lighter, shinier sort of shade of gold, but I do prefer this gold. So let's start taking a look at their beast forms, and in this mode, first up we have Rampage, and he's looking pretty damn good. Now, as I mentioned, everything that was yellow is now gold, so you've got gold eyes, and that is all the gold treatment that this guy gets. They are die-cast, as I said earlier, so you do have nice glossy die-cast parts in here as well as the plastic. And then pre-assembled stickers on this guy include the rub symbol right in there. Let's hope this works for the camera. And 3, 2, 1, let's give it a go. You sort of saw it there. And then we have these two stickers on here, which has a very visible Decepticon logo, unlike that. So, very nice. A little bland, I guess you could say, without the gold stickers on here, but if you look at it from the top or any other angle, basically it looks a little less bland. And I'm just going to say it right now so that I don't have to say with every single one of these guys. I've got no loose parts, no problems whatsoever with paint or joints or anything. It's all tighty and very good. So here's Rampage in his robot mode. Here's his sword and one of his guns. He looks a lot better in this form, I feel, with the colour blandness, I guess you could say, because these, instead of being on the back and not particularly the part that you're actually looking at, they're actually on the chest now, so you get all of that full effect really. The Decepticon logo there looks very nice. Quick look around, you can see some metal parts. You got the whole waist piece there, which is die-cast. He looks pretty cool, so articulation, the arms go full 360. He has some nice ratcheted hips, and then he moves out the knee and you got a bit of foot pivot. So pretty damn nice, I must say. They're all pretty big. And yeah, let's move on to Divebomb. So here's Divebomb, and he's looking really good with the pre-installed gold stickers up here on the wings. Now, the further stickers go on all the tips, and they really do make it pop, and especially when it's actually on Predaking's back, it does physically make it look bigger, because these being darker actually make the wings look smaller. But really great. You can obviously have them displayed down if you wish, if this one would like to get. As I said, they are pretty tight, every single joint on this guy. Some places that's good, some places that's bad. So you can have the wings displayed however you like. You can also completely remove them if you wish to. I really like his little talons there. Die-cast red showing up pretty good. Gold paint, excellent. Eyes look very good. And then there's the nice big gold jetpack looking back. Extremely nice. So let's get this guy into his robot mode. And here's Divebomb in robot mode. As you can see, there's his sword and his gun. And he really does not need stickers, I don't feel. He's got enough different colour variations because he's one of the ones that actually does have gold, black, orange and red on him. And he has a fair amount of the gold showing all around him, especially with that big jetpack looking thing on the back there. Articulation for this guy, exactly the same for the arms, and then exactly the same for the legs. And the legs sort of lock into place a little bit, as you can see. That's straight, and then they lock into place a little bit further forward, so that when he stands, he's leaning a tad bit forward to accommodate for his back heaviness. So really well designed. So now let's move on to Headstrong, shall we? So here's Headstrong then. A pretty nice looking rhino mode. As you can see, the head, you can move it down a little bit, just like all of them. You can move the heads a little. Less articulation for this guy. The front feet are fixed and the rear just move back a little, but they're not supposed to. His entire top half here, this gold piece, is die-cast, so he is the heaviest of the bunch. He has the rub symbol up there, and then he has these stickers on the side here. Now you can also take the foot piece, which on both of these pre-installed you get these chrome stickers, and you can place this on the back. Nice good squeak there, showing it's nice and tight. And there he is with his cannons. So let's have a look at his robot mode. So he's Headstrong in robot mode, and as you can see he is the short chubby one of the group. I'll show you a size comparison for them all a little later on. As you can see, the stickers come in nice on the sides there. You've got the rub symbol up here, and you can actually really see the difference in colour with the eyes very well. I think it's silver painted over the gold. It does look a mixture between a silvery sort of gold colour. It's the same with all the eyes, and it's also the colour of the eyes on Razorclaw's lion head. Very nice gold. As I said, all of this here is die cast, so it's quite heavy, but not back heavy at all, because they actually put that little stand in there at the bottom, meaning he does not fall over. So he's probably the most sturdy of the group actually, and he has one of these chubbier guns. It's the most different gun between them all. And this guy has different articulation, solid legs, no feet, and basically it's just the arms move up and down, and then he actually has a double jointed elbow, which is fairly nice, but he can't do much more than that. So without further ado, let's move on to Taurox or Tantrum. So here's Tantrum then in his vehicle mode. Legs, it's the back that are solid this time, and the front move a little bit. The head can move down. There's a close-up focus version of the eye. He's looking pretty nice. He obviously has this big sticker here on the back, and the rub symbol there. Some gold on the side, nice orange, and there are a few speckles in the paint. I think you can sort of see that, but I'll show that off more in Predaking. Now, just like Headstrong, you could put this on the back, except the only difference is it's connected with those two holes instead of just the one, and it's a bit more blocky. It's filled in, so I think it looks better. But moving on anyway, the robot mode is the weirdest one of the group. It's the tallest one of the group. Articulation with this one, you can get a bit of head rotation. Arms are ratcheted. They can move up and down, forward and back, and then he has an elbow joint that does that, and then nothing anywhere else. So pretty nice. There's his sword and his gun. So let's take a look at Razorclaw. So in beast mode, Razorclaw looks pretty cool. He's a nice built up bulky black lion with a bright orange tail. He has upside down Decepticon logos, and then he has the rib symbol there and nice shiny gold stickers on the top. Very nice face there. I really do love the entire shape of this chest piece and mane here. You can also take the X-ray laser and put that on top right there, and that's it for him really. So let's get him into his robot mode. So as you can see here in robot mode, he looks really cool. He's got the most gold in robot mode, because all of his arms, all of his legs, the head and stuff. The laser, it is his weapon. Now what you can do if you don't want it super big like that is push the barrel in, and then push that barrel in, and then you can split this apart, and they push up the top here, and it looks like that. It makes it a little bit smaller, but then I think it looks very chubby on the end of his arm there. But articulation, quite stiff solid joints, but I'm glad about that, because obviously he is the chest for Predaking. That is his sword and Predaking's sword, and then articulation there exactly the same as Rampage. And I do really like the paws and everything, how they move for both him and Rampage. But one thing that I don't like about this guy, which Rampage is different, as you can see here, is that his arms are so stubby, but it's not too bad, I guess. So that was a quick look at the Predacons. Now let's take a look at Predaking. So just before we take a look at Predaking himself, I just want to show you this whilst I can before all the other limbs are on there. As you can see, this leg, you push in this button here, and then you can pull the leg down. You can see the little latch sticking out there. As you push the button, it releases it, and then push it back, it clicks. This side, you can just pull it. As you can see, the latch doesn't stick out as far as on the other side. It's the same whichever way around you put the legs, but I just thought I'd show you guys. It's not a problem. As you can see, if I pick it up, it stays on, but just if you are going to move it, hold it by the legs and not by the body, in case you might risk having die-cast metal fall on your foot, and that's going to hurt. But let's carry on. And here is Predaking, and he looks absolutely incredible now. Notice he's missing his head because I want to show you the sparkle on the orange. So as you can see there, you can see a sort of gold speckle through the mould there, which is pretty nice. It adds to a good effect. And just a thought for further articulation, just take Razorclaw's head down, and then you can just turn that head however you like it. Otherwise, flip Razorclaw's head up. If I can just reach to the back of the table there, and there we go. Flick that head back on. So there's Predaking, absolutely incredible. Now this is the toy accurate version, and it's the version that the instructions tell you to do. But if you actually want TV accuracy, then you got to go ahead and switch these two legs over. But on the whole, that is Predaking, and yes, he looks absolutely amazing. The big X-ray laser, the sword, which is a little bigger now, you know, they just make him look awesome now. I do have one thing different. The guns on here, you're supposed to use these ones, but I just use the chunkier ones because they better replicate the big cannons that are meant to come here and here, just like Bruticus, that obviously are not included in this set. So that's going to be a definite crazy Devi upgrade. And then I think I'm going to go for the wing upgrades. I'm not going to go for the hands because I really don't care, and they look exactly the same as these fists anyway, you know, with the spikes and everything. I don't really care about that too much. You can also get little boosters here, which make it look more accurate and raise the height, and then you get a waist piece, which actually, I can't remember what video I saw it in. I think it might have been one of Echo Transformers' videos, but he took it apart and he basically showed that the ratchets inside there aren't actually ratcheted onto anything. There's like a male side but no female side, or vice versa. And that's why it's very top heavy and falls over, because there's not actually any joints there. So I'm not going to get the waist piece from Crazy Debbie, but everything else I think I'm going to go for, except for the head. I don't really care about LED eyes or anything like that. But as you can see, if you do want this without the stickers, then you have an amazing Predaking. Now I will put the stickers on, and when you see upgrades in the future, if you want to subscribe, then just click on the link up here. You'll see when I put the upgrade videos out, but also I will have the stickers in those videos. But this is just showing you just how good he looks without having to add any further stickers, because you get Decepticon logos on everyone. Articulation, he's basically a statue. He has the arm movements in here, which are very, very strong. Let's see if I can move on without breaking anything here. There we go. They're very, very strong ratchets. The other arm, incredibly stiff, pretty much cannot move that one. Let's get that down straight. There we go. Extremely strong. He does move forward and back a bit on Razorclaw's hips there, and then the legs can move forward and back. No knee, no rotation or anything like that. And then it has elbow joints. They can move in and out, and then the hands do rotate. So pretty nice, but let's face it, you're just going to have him standing up straight because you can't get any crazy poses with this guy. All in all, very, very nice. No mold degradation, great new colour scheme, amazing stickers. You get all the accessories and more because you get the added sword. So if you're a collector and you have the original one, by all means go for it. If you're into the Transformers Platinum Edition, then this is by far the best they've put out, I think. And also, if you're new to Predaking and you do want this mold, then this is the cheap way to get him. I know it's not cheap by anyone's standards, but it is cheap for Predaking. So that's it from me. Remember to subscribe on the link in the top corner here. If you want to see the upgrade sets when I do bring them out. If you want to see other Transformers Platinum Editions like the Grimlock vs Bruticus, I'll put a link up here to that, and you can also subscribe to see more in the future. And that's been it, so highly recommended set. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.